Pendo and the Hyena. Long ago there lived an old woman and her granddaughter Pendo. They lived in a smoky hat house by the forest. It was just Pendo and her grandmother. They were happy. Pendo's grandmother was an hard-working woman. She was a sweet potato farmer, and every Friday, she would take them to the market, which was a long way for Pendo to walk. In the forest there lived Hyena. He used to visit the village for food. He was often chased by the villagers. One day the old woman left for the market and left Pendo alone. She told lock the door from the inside, and if anybody knocks, don't open the door. And she left. Pendo was in the house when she heard the knock, and she ran to open the door. Outside there stood Mr. Hyena smiling at her. She smiled back and let him inside. They played, and it was almost dark, and the old lady was about to return. My Hyena said, "I am leaving and I'm too hungry. I can't walk to the forest." Pendo felt pity for him and told him, "You can eat my right hand." When the old woman returned, she was frustrated by the girl. "Did you let anybody in?" She asked. "Yes, Mr. Hyena, but he was hungry." She cleaned her wound and put some medicine. Days passed, and yet was another Friday. "I am going to the market, please don't open the door," and she left and locked the hat. Mr. Hyena was watching from a distance, and after she left and called, and Pendo said, "My grandmother said I should not open for anybody, but I am your friend." She opened the door and they spent the day. In the evening he said, "I am hungry." She said, "Eat my left hand." When the old woman came back, Pendo had no hands. She was disheartened by her, but she was still all she had. Another Friday she went to the market. Pendo gave Mr. Hyena her right leg to eat. The old woman said, "I will be hiding you from now onwards, and don't ever let any word inside," and she left for the market as usual. Mr. Hyena came knock and asked Pendo, "Where are you?" She said, "My grandmother hid me and said I should not open the door. But I am your friend." She said, "I am at the rafter." Mr. Hyena climbed, took her, and they played. In the evening he wanted food, but Pendo said, "You can eat my left foot." He ate and left. When the last returned, Pendo had no legs. Another day the woman left and hid Pendo inside the calabash and left. Mr. Hyena come calling. Pendo did not answer. He said, "But I brought you honey." Pendo loved honey, so she said, "Mr. Grandmother said I should not let you in." "Where are you, Pendo?" he asked with a sweet voice. She said, "Inside the calabash." He took her the plate, and in the evening he said, "I am so hungry." "Pendo, what can I eat?" She said, "There are sweet potatoes in the other calabash, but you know I can't eat that." She said, "Eat my body then." He ate and left before the woman returned. When she returned, Pendo had only the head. "Why did you let him in again?" "He is my friend and he was hungry," she answered. "You have made him feed on you." "I pity him, grandmother," she said. Days passed, week passed. They had nothing in the house. She had to go to the market, but she feared Pendo would make Mr. Hyena feed on her. She said, "We don't